If you're a plumber and you're not getting enough work for your business, this video is for you. Here's 5 proven ways to get leads for your plumbing business in 2025 that actually work. No fluff, no theory, just stuff that you can do today and start getting jobs by tomorrow. Starting with the one I go all in on if I just had to pick one of these methods. Facebook lead form ads. These are the easiest and fastest way to get plumbing leads even if you've never ran an ad before. You don't need to have a website, you can just set these up in Facebook. You run an ad, they see it on Facebook, they tap the button, they fill out the quick form, and boom, they give you their number and all their details, what plumbing problem they have. You give them a call, give them the quote, done. I built my course around this exact method because it works for over 24 different service-based business niches, and it works especially well for plumbers. If you want that full system, ads, automations, and the works, the link's in the bio, go check it out. But now we're on to number 2, the second best way to get leads for your plumbing business. And that's just Facebook community notice boards. No matter where you live in the world, there's always usually a community notice board in your suburb or your surrounding suburbs. What you want to do is just join every single one of them and then post in each one every 2 weeks or once a month. It's completely free to do and takes absolutely no time. You just write the post once, copy and paste it every 2 weeks. Maybe change around the photo. But the thing is, when you post in there, you do not want to make it look spammy. You don't want to make it look like a company ad or anything like that. You just want to post as a local community member that runs a plumbing business. And change each post to be super specific about that community. So these are an absolute goldmine, so you should definitely start doing these. It's amazing how much work you can get just by posting into local community notice boards. Now, number 3, this is just your Google business profile. Just like number 2, this method is completely free and most plumbers don't even do it. What you want to do is pretty simple. You just want to set up a Google business profile, get a few 5-star reviews from past jobs, and just post updates and new photos once a week. And your SEO rank will increase week by week, and eventually you'll rank reasonably high in the Google Maps area. So I'm going to show you on the screen right now what that looks like. We're going to look for local plumbers in my area. We're going to scroll down past the ads, and here you're going to see the actual Google business profile listings. So you're going to start ranking here, and it's completely free and takes barely any work at all. Now, number 4, we have Coreflute signs. So one of the best ways that I see Coreflute signs used is going to very high traffic areas, like next to main roads where the lights are. You want to go to the residents on either side of those lights and ask them if you can put your business sign up on their fence so all the people stopped at the red lights can see it. This way the council can't take away any of your Coreflute signs because it's on a resident's property. Now, what I like to do is I just knock on the door, ask them if I can do it, and then offer them a little bit of money, like $50 to $100. It really depends on where the location is and how long I can have it up for. But usually I'm happy to pay about $50 to have it up there for a month. So if you do this in over 10 different locations, you spend about $500, but now you have 10 signs out in heavily trafficked areas. So whenever people are stopped there, they're going to see your ads constantly, especially if they're driving the same route every single day, which most people do. Now, nobody ever really thinks about this. They usually just buy Coreflute signs, they throw a few of them out in the yards, and they get a couple of jobs, but then the council ends up taking away all their Coreflute signs and they get a fine. Now, this is the best workaround for that, so you don't get fined, it's not illegal, and you get ideal positioning for having your Coreflute sign, so everybody can see your business name 24 hours a day in 10 different locations. The return on investment on this is absolutely crazy because Coreflute signs are very cheap and paying to have your signs in these spots are also very cheap. Literally booking one job from one of these Coreflute signs can make up for the whole investment that you've done. And then you get to keep them there for the next month or 2 months and they just keep pumping in new work. So the other good thing about Coreflute signs is you can just put them at your job sites as well. So just say you're working in a place for a week, you can just have them out the front for the whole week and everybody knows who's working there. Another method I've also found very well is grabbing the Coreflute signs and then putting some on the main roads next to the job that you're working at. This way you can just put them down in the morning, pick them up after you finish the job, and the council doesn't take them because they're only temporary. Now we're going into number 5, Google Ads. The reason why I've put this at the end is because Google Ads is very pricey. Even if you're really good at Google Ads, they still charge you a large amount and you pay for a lot of clicks that lead to nothing. So if you're a small business, I don't generally recommend using Google Ads, but if you're a bigger business, you definitely should be. It's a super powerful tool to have in your marketing business, but you need your quote process dialed in. And you need a high converting website, one that looks absolutely amazing. You spend a large amount of money or time on it, building it out to make it convert as good as possible, because if your website looks bad, you're going to waste all of your money on Google Ads and get no jobs from it. But yeah, word of advice, if you don't have a good website, don't do it until you do. If you need plumbing leads as soon as possible, and you need them as consistent as possible, I would go with Facebook lead form ads. They're by far the best, they're the most consistent as well, and you get the most leads for the cheapest. And it works even if you've never run ads. There's no real warm-up process like Google Ads. You can basically set up an ad tonight and then start getting leads by tomorrow. In my course, I teach you exactly how to set up Facebook ads step by step and how to automate instant follow-up messages and turn more leads into booked clients. If you want to skip the trial and error and start getting results fast, hit the link in my bio and check out my Facebook ads and automation course for service-based businesses.